Okay guys, this video is supposed to come out before Game Awards show. I wrote the script, I recorded my voice, but because of my depression and my sickness, I couldn't finish the video completely to upload it, right? So the Game Awards show came out, we sat down, we watched it, and God knows why, how on God's green earth, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 didn't win the GOTY, like Game of the Year, and more surprising, which it shocked me to my core, it did not win the RPG of the year. Like, I played Expedition 33, it's a phenomenal game, and it's an RPG, it is an RPG, but compare it to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Like, are you joking? In the normal world, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 should have won RPG. I mean, it is Game of the Year for me, but it's my own opinion. I cannot force it on anyone else. Again, Expedition is a really good game, but compare it to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, especially the RPG elements, like, are we real? So for this video, I'm going to make a list of the things that makes a game of the Year worthy. And I'm going to explain why Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 should have been the Game of the Year and most definitely been in the RPG category. So to be fair, for a game to be the Game of the Year in my book, it has to go through different filters. It's not just because the game has pretty visuals in its own art style, or great story or writing and so on. For me, in my opinion, a game can be Game of the Year when it can maintain all those factors in the balanced and positive way. For me, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has this quality which other games don't, and if they do have it, it's not to this level. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is an RPG, which many games came out this year before or after Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, fantastic games which also had this tag of RPG on them, but none of them actually let you to do roleplay in the level of which Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 allows you to do so. I mean, for example, I love the Christian side of the KCD games, 1 and 2, and the game actually lets you to roleplay as that, to be a knight, and if you have a somewhat good imagination, you can roleplay as a knight who fights in the name of the Lord, hunting bandits and going after bad guys. And if you feel guilty, you can do pilgrimage and go to shrines with the face of Christ or his mother Mary and say the Lord's Prayer. Or quite opposite, you can be the thief and murderer and go to people's home at night, loot their home and kill them while they are sleeping. Or be both, during the day be a knight and at night a sociopath murderer and thief. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 lets you to be the person who controls the game in its entirety and not the other way around. You would think, okay, but in its main quest, you have to do stuff as the game directs and dictates you to do. But that's the crazy part, guys. Even in the main story quests, you can do almost whatever you want to achieve the goal you have for that quest. The game doesn't limit you to do the specific action or you're going to fail the quest. No. For example, your quest is to retrieve a book which is in another town and held by someone who is not willing to give you the book easily. Well, you can go at night and just steal it from his pocket inventory by pickpocketing, or maybe he puts it in his item chest, which you can lockpick the chest and steal it that way. Or your charisma and speech level is high enough which you can talk directly to the guy and convince him to give you the book by telling him, for example, it's for his own good, or buy the book directly with the money, or lying to him, or threatening him, or just kill him and loot his body. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 wants you to explore your options. The world that Warhorse Studio has designed, the whole ecosystem of the game wants you to explore and try out different options that you have to fully immerse yourself in the game. Sometimes it really feels like you're living in that world, especially if you play it in hardcore mode. No map, it doesn't show you where you are on the map, no compass, no fighting UI help. It's all you and you only. And I know many people use this sentence very lightly for every game, but I promise you, if you haven't already played KCD 1 or 2, give it a try and you'll see what I mean by saying you will feel like you are living in these games. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is the true definition of the word a role-playing game. Another quality that makes this game Game of the Year for me is the ability of replayability. Not only the game has insanely engaging and deep story to play through over and over, and it has so many, and I mean so many side quests, which are basically short main quests. They are meaningful and don't insult your intelligence. Just because the game gives you so many options to play around and role play, You can play the same stories from main and side quests, and many times finishing them in different ways. And don't get me started on this game's graphics and visuals, guys. Once, Sir Toby, the marketing manager of Warhorse Studio, who is so friendly and down to earth, guys, I love this dude. Once he said before the release of the game on one of their developers' live stream, he said he played the game on his own PC, and I'm quoting here, "Our engineering people use black magic or something. The game runs botherly smooth." And I can testify on that, guys. The game graphics and details are almost real life like, from design of the houses outside and inside decorations, muddy streets, dense forest, the sound design of the things happening in the wild, NPCs and what they are wearing and what they do daily. The NPC density by itself, it's so crazy. So many NPCs walking around and doing different stuff. Attention to details in this game is insane, and this game on my PC, which still rocks the 1080 Ti graphics card and Core i7 9700K CPU, runs so good and smooth that I could not believe my eyes. I was so scared that my PC can't handle this game at all, even on low settings, after seeing the gameplay trailer of the game, but now I put the game on high settings and my frame is not coming under 60. They did something to that Cry engine. Maybe they did use magic, I don't know, but my goodness, the game is insanely big. It has two maps, which a smaller map is almost as big as the first game's map. It's a huge game and has so much details, from environment to landscapes, so many NPCs walking around and doing stuff, and the game is wholly optimized, and my PC can run it no problem. A small segue here. Mr. Toby, my dear, almost annoyingly handsome friend, if you want to send me a Warhorse or KCD themed PC, I will accept it. Please, brother, I'm struggling here, please. I did briefly mention the game's story, which is engaging and deep, but oh my god, it is perfect. From writing to acting, the story has so much up and downs, seriousness and comedy at the same time, layer upon layers, and it's balanced from each point of view. The actors acting are austere. They acted in a way that you as the player will be invested in the story. You as the player want to know the characters, their motive and their reasons of their actions. The game doesn't force you the characters. They are so well written and acted that you yourself will invest your time and energy to learn about them. Most of their characters are based on real life characters who lived in those times, and the game has codex, so you can read and learn about them in game. The game pictures a bigger story and higher stakes and risks story-wise from the first KCD, and you can feel it. You can feel that you have a bigger role to play in the story. Many other companies and developers, when they want to show you that, hey, you are going to save the country or world with your actions in the game, they just make the map bigger and they give the bosses more HP. But their mission and quest design around those huge maps and their bosses is still lacking that feeling that your action actually matter. It is not go to this map and clear it from bandits and do it 20 times in different locations of the map and you will save the country. It is lazy. But not here. In Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, you can feel that higher stakes are at risk and you are playing a bigger role here and your actions actually matter. They did make the map bigger, but they also designed their quest, main and side quests, in a way that not only it encourages you to explore the map, but also they make sense, because each mission, each quest is one step forward to get to the climax of that part of the story. I could make another long video just on the acting and voice acting from KCD2. These people are fantastic, and of course, again, the writers. My goodness, they are some creative and strong imaginative people. I did say this before and I wanted to say it again. In video games, it's so hard apparently to write romance for the main character without making it cringy, but Warhorse Studios writers are just built different, I guess. In KCD1, the relationship between Henry and Theresa so beautifully crafted, and in KCD2 you have multiple options, and the way they are written, they just make sense and are not cringe. My favorite is the relationship between Catherine and Henry. It develops slowly from nothing, just being two people on the same side of the war, to a very deep love connection, and I love it. I did mention the quest design, which I wanted to touch on it briefly again. The story missions and side quests First of all, they didn't add side quests as just fillers. Like, let's just put different lazy designed missions around the map to just fill it up. No, each one of them has a story. They are like mini main quests. And when I say mini, it still takes you some time to finish them. I meant it as a compared to the main story, they have nothing less, just fewer steps to complete. They are well written and acted, and even in those, you can take different paths to finish them. You are free to complete them with different outcomes and different actions. The main quest, the story missions are designed in a way that you won't miss anything from the world of the game. What I mean by that is that pacing of those missions are up to you. You can just do the main missions and finish the story, or you can roleplay your ass off and manage your playthrough to balance your actions in the game. Do some main missions and then do whatever you want in between, which the game has tons of those as well. So many points of interest that you can visit and find loot or just visual storytelling. For example, like you can find a burned village or just a broken carriage next to the road with blood around it. You can follow the blood and find the owner of that carriage dead with his sword still in his hand and some dead wolves around him, which makes your imagination going like, what could possibly happen to this carriage and its owner, and so on. And then go back to the main mission. And they are designed in a way that even if you stop doing main quests and start doing whatever you want or other stuff, after going back to the main mission, they still make sense and are connected to the things that you did outside the main mission. I hope I made sense here. Everything in the world of KCD2, in a small or big ways, are connected to each other. Main and side quests are beautifully crafted and are meaningful. Each one of them are one step forward for the player to get to the climax of the story and the world of KCD2. The last thing that comes in my mind is the music of the game. Oh my goodness, Mr. Jan Volta. He is just simply amazing. Every piece he composed and crafted for this game is just so well fitted to the game that it doesn't matter what you're doing, from just taking a walk in the forest or riding your horse into the fight or stealing in the middle of the night to watch a cutscene or just sitting in the main menu. You can have a fitting piece of music playing that helps you drown in that moment and feel like you are there. The music of the game just adds so much to the immersion of the game. Kingdom Come Deliverance series had people who are masters in their field working on these games, and you can see the result. And they didn't stop right there. They also released 3 story expansions and some free content for the players to play around. They act like this game is their child and they take care of it like a good parents. Okay, so we talked about the nature of the game being a true RPG, a role-playing game. We talked about the main story, side stories and quests, point of interests, acting, writing, music. The whole design of the game is just perfect and has them all in a beautiful harmony working together to give us, the players, an experience which is immersive and deep and rich from all point of view. So for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 not winning Game of the Year, and more insanely again not winning in RPG category, or the insane list of actors Luke Dale, Tom McKay not getting nominated for their work, or Mr. Jan Volta not winning in the music category, it's just insane to me, like honestly. So that is all I had in mind. It is possible that I have missed some points, and if you have more, please add them in the comment section. Write your thoughts in the comment section. Do let me know what are your thoughts about KCD series, or maybe you have a different Game of the Year in mind. Do let me know. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. It's all okay. Subscribe for more gaming related contents. Watch this video right here, and never forget that I love you guys. Keep gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Timonhub.